Hey everyone, it's good to have you with us. Welcome to a new episode of Inspire Africa with me, Tshepiso Ledwaba. Coming up on the program, the story of the Slum to School project in Nigeria, taking after-school children back into schools for learning opportunities. The fashion designer turning jackets into sleeping bags in Johannesburg, South Africa for the homeless. And a little later on the show, I speak with Tshepiso Ledwaba, one of the world's most highly trained piano technicians. This is Inspire Africa. We begin in Nigeria, where primary education is officially free and compulsory, yet the West African nation accounts for about 10.5 million out-of-school children, the highest in sub-Saharan Africa. Slum to School, a volunteer-driven initiative started by social entrepreneur Otto Orandam, is seeking to address the challenge. Let's take a look.
Here, in this building in Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria, children from vulnerable and low-income families are learning computer programming and how to code. But this is only a very small part of their learning programs here. The United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, reports that at least 1 in every 5 of the world's out-of-school children is in Nigeria. One program to reduce these deficits is the Slum to School initiative, created by Otto Orandam.
Who else wants to tell us something else?
This volunteer-driven initiative is empowering undeserved children in remote communities and giving them social support, quality education.
We organize psychosocial support events just to make them understand that in as much as your background, the quality of you're not supposed to be deprived from the standard of education you ought to get. And then I'll use Makupa as an example, how we had restructured the school to meet a modern primary school where they have a sick bay, a library, a computer room, a STEM center, and an innovation center.
The initiative provides schools in slums with hubs, computers, writing materials, and vocational training.
We are bridging the gap of children who do not have access and also getting access to what every child deserves.
Teacher education has to be inclusive, and that's why we decided to have a drive for inclusive teacher education across all public secondary schools for all children.
For beneficiaries, the initiative has given hope to many children despite their background.
I learned some hand-making skills like ankara footwear, lapels, and belts used for women. These skills can empower me and can make me financially independent.
I was able to learn digital skills and also some leadership skills. I also was able to learn some skills like Microsoft Office 365 during the pandemic.
For Nigeria to educate its citizens and increase the literacy rate in the country, it is believed programs like the Slum to School initiative will go a long way to reduce the number of out-of-school children in the country.
A 2019 Shelter Study Group report shows that there are 3 types of people experiencing homelessness. 80% homeless for about once in their life, that's normally for about a week. 10% cycle in and out of it, the other 10 chronically homeless. Now, there's something common to all of them. They experience increased difficulty when the cold sets in. A fashion designer in Johannesburg, South Africa, has a solution for them.
Squatting and homelessness in South Africa dates back to the apartheid era. The main causes of homelessness in South Africa stem from a significant housing shortage and urbanization. This fashion designer is creating jackets that turn to sleeping bags for homeless people. Carlo Gibson's latest creation is a 3-in-1 item which is made from canvas fabric and contains pockets to store extra clothing or newspapers, which can be used for insulation.
What we did is we did research with homeless people. So we went and spoke to a lot of homeless people, and we had a look and see and try and, me as a designer, I try to put myself in a position of being homeless, which obviously is really difficult, not being homeless. But in the questions that we asked, we came up, we try to solve some of the problems that homeless people come up with. So the jacket's made to be a bag, because what we found out is that when homeless people leave their stuff on wherever they're sleeping, other people who are also homeless and have less things than them could steal their stuff.
According to an estimate by Human Science Resources Center, South Africa is home to approximately 200,000 homeless people on the street. Johannesburg-based non-profit organization Make Good says the creative industry has been instrumental in pushing innovation for the homeless.
We have all these skills and capabilities. For example, Carlo's a fashion designer, and we have the ability to use the capabilities we have and the privilege that we have in order to do something better. And why not put it towards good use? Why not put it into a community to be able to help people with what it is that we can do? So that's how Make Good started, which is the umbrella company that the Homeless Home sits under.
NGOs like Make Good say social innovation is key in addressing the housing challenge in Johannesburg.
Now, rising from humble beginnings at a town near Pretoria, 31-year-old musician and teacher Tshepiso Ledwaba is now one of the most highly trained and sought-after Steinway technicians in the world. He's also been touted as the first black technician certified for Steinway pianos in Africa. Tshepiso joins me now from Pretoria, South Africa. Welcome to the program and thanks for joining us, Tshepiso.
Thank you for inviting me to the show.
My first question to you is to know when you first ventured into the piano business, if I may describe it as such. How did it all start for you?
Well, it all started when I taught clarinet for the UNISA Music Foundation. The technicians that we have in South Africa were not instrument technicians. They were actually bicycle technicians who had the proper tools. Then I told my director that I want to be an instrument technician. So he connected me with John Cavanaugh from America, who's a piano technician. And yeah, that's where it all started. But the love of music started at home with my sister, my brother, my parents. They love singing. My actual training in music started when I was in junior secondary. 2004, I think. That's when I started classical training. I started playing the recorder and then graduated to clarinet, and now I play bass, and then graduated again to be a piano technician.
What does certification or training do for you?
You know, certification is just a paper to say you went into this course and you did this, but if you're not properly trained, you won't know how to treat a piano that has a problem. Even if you're not certified, when the pianist starts playing, they always complain that it feels heavy, it drags, it's too bright, or it's too flat. They don't mind complaining. So if you don't have the proper training, I don't think you really can survive in the piano tech business.
Let's look at the music business in Africa in general, you know, when you talk about live shows. So how well do you come to play here as a piano technician?
The piano as an instrument is touted as the godfather of all instruments because everyone uses the piano to either compose, create, do whatever, even accompany another instrument. So I try to make the piano nicely playable to the performer as possible and sounding as beautiful as the piano is. I try to make it more artistic so they can not focus on the piano sound, but focus on the art they want to impart.
So what is next for you? What is your dream?
So I wanna have more people in Africa being certified Steinway technicians and having nice careers in music and servicing all our pianos. We do have pianos. We have a lot of pianos. Some of them are not giving the love that they need because of financial problems or whatever. So if we have more people doing it, there's really less reason to not just tune pianos.
And why not? And let's hope that you would not continue to be alone as the first black certified Steinway piano technician in Africa. Tshepiso, I'd like to thank you very much for speaking with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And it's on that note that we draw the curtains on this episode of Inspire Africa. You can see it again by going to Inspire Africa on the program section on Africanews.com. I'm leaving you with some of the images that caught our attention on social media. Thank you for watching and see you some other time. I am Jerry Fisaya Bambi. A picture from the Lagos Makoko shanty town whose stories of inhabitants' homelessness generates lots of talk but little action. And one of the rare men who carried their babies in a village in South Kivu, Democratic Republic of Congo, where women are supposed to do it. Plus, fans of AFCON debutants, the Gambia, celebrating one of their team's impressive wins at the tournament.